what do you do to add excitement to a otherwise boring panel?
If we ask your dog about this, and your dog could talk, and your dog can talk, but that we don't know dog, and so we don't know how to speak dog. But let's assume we did know how to speak dog, and your dog were here, and your dog could answer the question, what would your dog say? And they laugh, but then they'll often answer it in a kind of surprising, imaginative way. If your children were here, one of your children were here watching you, learning life lessons from what they're seeing you do and talk about today, what conclusions would they draw? And so often by taking it out of the context of what you're doing and reframing it, makes it a little bit more, they laugh, they have fun with it. I try to bring it out. There's another cool way to do it, and that is to involve the audience and the panel in the same way. So this is one of the fun things I like to do sometimes when you've got one that's not, it's dragging, and you feel like I've done everything I can to keep it from dragging. And sometimes turning it over to the audience. And I tell people sometimes we will give you an opportunity to ask your question. But one of the cool things you can do is to say, okay, we're going to stop for a moment. We're going to take 3 minutes, and we're going to have the panel think about and talk together about key points they've not made that they ought to make, or like to make, or should make, or somebody ought to make. And at the same time, we're going to ask the audience to get together in small groups and come up with the coolest question they can think of to ask the panel, or the most thing nobody thought of to ask you that we'd like to know, or some unique question. And so you get the audience to come up with some crafty, unique, and unusual questions. But at the same time, you've given the panel a chance to think about, well, what's a message we hadn't sent that we need to send? And that often, if there is sort of an obstacle, will unplug it. And so now you really have moved it to a conversation, because now you're getting the audience to help you ask questions, but you've got the panel who's already prepared to make a certain point they hadn't made. And so it helps everybody.